Greetings all and welcome to Mr. Dig's Deals. I'm Mr. Dig. I'm a very excited Mr. Dig today because I have picked up, I think, some of my best, if not my best charity shop finds since I've started reselling. So bear with me if I sort of I'm a loss for words through this video, because I am so excited. Some of the prices that I paid for this sort of stuff, you'd think, really? But the potential profit regarding what I've picked up will blow your minds. It blew my minds, or my mind. So without further ado, I'd like to sort of just say before I start this haul, I want to give special mention to George Ross and Andrew Nolan, two other fellow resellers who whose videos I've watched and inspired me to do exactly what I've done, and that was think out of the box and don't be afraid to pay up for something. Well, I tried to pay up for these, but as you'll gather and see and hear in a minute, you'll think, well, you know, we didn't pay much for that. But the potential profit on all the items here is completely staggering. I'll start with Canon fodder. But still, what I paid for these two. These are Nerf Guns. I only paid $1.50 for the two. And that's all. There's your standard mega gun. And there's your, what's this one called? Barrel break gun. Like I say, 75p each. I've got other Nerf guns in my shed that I can bundle up with them. So I was quite happy at 75p each. I'm going to save the two best ones, possibly, yeah, two best ones, what I think, till last. Now, I picked up this bad boy yesterday. It's a Canon Selphy CP730. It is all there, it does work, I've had it working. Just bear with me for a minute while I just get it out of the box. I'll let you have a look. It's got everything in it. It's got all the bits and pieces. It's got some paper at the bottom. Like I said, I've had it working. It's got the cables, and believe it or not, I only paid £5 for that. I saw it in the window in one of my charity shops, and went and stayed outside and did my research on it. And for a £5, potentially this bad boy can bring me 40 to 50 quid, depending on where I want to price it, depending what other ones are on there. I know there was one on there yesterday for $49.99 with watches. So I might just sort of aim near there to try and get a sale. So I was quite pleased to pick that up. Now I'm not entirely sure about this, because this silver tray was picked up freshly this morning. It was in a sale. They had marked it up at £10, and then they put a £5 sticker on it. And it is quite nice. It's embossed. It's something that Ads Robinson would pick up, and it's got legs. And like I say, I haven't done my research on this yet, so I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to price that. I'm thinking about $19.99 or $29.99. It's not real silver, I don't think. Anyway, I think it's silver plated. But what I think I might do is I might just take a couple of photos, inbox Ads Robinson, and see where he'd price it, because I'm sure he's picked up something like this before now. So yeah, I'm going to see where I go with that. Now, this was a pickup from Facebook Marketplace yesterday. I think there's 25 or 30 Ben 10 figures. Now, I don't know a lot about Ben 10. I know they sell. I know a particular other reseller that sells them. Steve Green sort of thing. So yeah, I did message him, and as you can see, to me they're your standard figures, and they are a lot bigger. Now there's a Ben 10 the same size as this one, and there's an XLR8. Oh, look at me, aren't I good? I've learned a name, and they're literally, the bag is chock bam full. Now I paid £10 for this bag, and when I messaged Steve Green yesterday, he says, yeah, you should do well with that, because there are some £5 and £10 figures in there. So for my £10, I'm potentially looking at just a rough guesstimate at about 40 quid, 50 quid. I could be wrong, I don't know, until there's the other Ben 10 figure. Look, whoops a daisy. And as you can see, Ben 10 is quite bigger than your standard little figures. So I think this one talks. This actually talks. It takes batteries, so I'm not entirely sure. I can't find one of these on eBay, so I might. What I am planning to do, I think I might bundle it up with these two and go for about 15, 16 quid. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not entirely sure, but I can't find this Ben 10 one. And now to the two of my most biggest ever pickups for what I paid. Now this is a woman's JTS biker's outfit. Size 12, so it's not a bad size, it's somewhere in the middle. And I got it from the same shop as my last and most important find, which I'll show you in a minute. And for the trousers and the jacket, I only paid £5. 5 of our English pounds. And potentially, looking on eBay, I'm looking back to get back about 50 to 60 quid. Possibly a little bit more, I'm not entirely sure, because it virtually looks like it's unworn, and it's padded, and it's got padded on the arms. And like I say, it's got a padded back as well, so I was quite pleased to pick that up. When she said £5 for the two, not each, but £5 for the two, I could have thought, wow, yeah, why not? And I don't know a lot about bikers' jackets, so with that, I says, can I pull that to one side and go out the shop, because I couldn't get a decent signal inside the shop, to go on the eBay and check. So I went away, and to my surprise, 50, 60, 70 quid I'm looking at, possibly somewhere in the middle of 50 to 70 with that sort of stuff. A size 12, hardly worn. Might be one little mark on the jacket, but yeah, I was quite pleased to pick that up. Now, the creme de la creme of my finds. Now these, I can't pronounce the name, but these, from what I can gather, from what I've seen, and I have messaged Edward O'Neill from Antiques Arena and Stu Mandry as well. It was Edward that I says, well, basically, I've got these, I picked these up. The woman in the shop herself told me she didn't know where to price these. Now, the outer packaging, it said, can you see that? £7. But because the bric-a-brac was half price, I paid £3.50 for these. Now, again, I had to go out the shop and do my research because I couldn't get a signal. And potentially, wait for it, these are worth £120 to £150. Because there's one over in America, what I can see, it's got it on for $139, $139, I think, with 4 watches, and they have 3 or 4 sets of these. Now, bear in mind, my £3.50 is going to go into 3 figures, and like I say, I spoke with Edward O'Neill from Antiques Arena. Thanks, Ed, if you ever see this. And he told me, I said to him, should I aim for about £100 to £120? He says yes. But he says he'd aim high as possible on these. Now, I don't know whether you can see the make. Let me just, sorry for the camera. Miniatures, and they have got like a certificate sort of thing. So yeah, and like I say, potentially I am going to aim for 150 £50 on these and actually see where it takes me. So as you can clearly hear, I hope, in my voice and the way I'm acting and how excited I sound, potentially this simply has to be my best day sourcing today and yesterday for anything I've ever picked up, to be quite frank with you. And it's just been a classic case. I was in the right place at the right time with the right sort of money, and potentially this could set me up to bigger and better things with other finds and stuff like that. So I'll echo what George Ross has said, and Andrew Nolan from Money Mental, is don't ever be afraid to think outside the box, take a chance, and even though I didn't pay big prices for these, the potential return in the long run of items you pick up for each other next to nothing or have to pay on will be worthwhile. So for now, guys, as you can imagine, these lot are going to be photographed straight away, put on eBay, and then see what happens. Only good things can happen out of this. So yeah. So till the next time, guys, thanks for your support. Much appreciated. Past 200 subscribers. So thanks a lot. Give this a thumbs up if you want to. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Not really fussed. I'm happy. My reselling has got better. Let's hope it continues. So till the next time, guys, think big, be big, big things will happen. Stay safe, stay cool, be good and nice to each other. This is Mr. Diggs signing out. Thanks, guys, much appreciated. Bye for now.